Hello. In celebration of Nurses Year, Month, Week, and Day, it is my pleasure to introduce the colleagues of mine at Creative Healthcare Management. We have a message for you. My message has to do with the concept of to whom it is given. It's a call. Some of us don't know how we ended up here in this profession. But the concept of call carries with it the reality of what's going on right now. We answer the call in nursing. And as we answer the call today in the pandemic, we are moving towards the risk and moving towards the risk with indeed fear, but also courage. And it's the courage that our nurses are showing in the care of patients today that is worthy of our deep celebration and gratitude. Have a great Nurses Month, week, and year.
Thank you for your care, your compassion, your grit. Thank you for being there for all of us. When I asked my daughter what I should thank nurses for, she said flavored ice in the hospital. So thanks for the flavored ice. We appreciate you.
At this time, I really reflected on a lot of what's going on with nursing. I pulled out my nursing notes from Florence Nightingale and reread it. And I always get something different. As I reread it this time, I saw between the lines a courageous nurse going to the Crimean War and understanding and being curious about what was going on. And what I love about reading it is that things weren't nice. Things weren't always clean and wonderful. And what Florence told us is be curious. Pay attention to your patient. Look beyond what we see. Look at the potential risks. She said, and our environments are loaded everywhere with filth. And when the patient said it's all right, look behind the door at the scarlet fever that's hiding behind that. That's what she told us. She told us to be curious. She said, we need to create environments where the nurses teach themselves.
When I was a child, I had a surgery. I was in the hospital at Children's Hospital. I was very scared, and I'll never forget the nurse that just made me a chocolate shake and provided that compassion and comfort. So I want to say thank you for the compassion and comfort that you provide.
My word is gratitude. To those on the front lines, to nurse leaders and educators, to those who cross-trained and flew to epicenters across the country, to those who did their part by furloughs and floating to unfamiliar areas and departments, to all those who stepped up and showed up in this time of crisis, thank you, and thank your interprofessional and interdisciplinary teams who made all of this possible. In 2020, the year of the nurse and midwife, you showed the world what it is to be a nurse, what it is to be a healthcare hero, what it is to be a champion of caring. Happy Nurses Week.
You are the bravest of the brave. Thank you for being there for all of us.
You are indeed brave. You're courageous, and you are seen as heroes in the eyes of the entire globe. That's absolutely magnificent. One thing I want you to remember is that you are also just human. Please take care of your own precious heart. Be kind to yourself, and remember that compassion for you is as vital as the compassion you extend to your patients and their loved ones. Bless you.
To be a nurse is a calling and difficult to describe in words. Who can say why a person would want to do a nurse's work? But those who do will tell you there's nothing as fulfilling or rewarding. Nurses stay by the side of those they serve through the worst of times and celebrate with patients and families in the best of times. Happy Nurses Week, Happy Nurses Month, Happy Year of the Nurse and Midwife.
Thank you. Thank you for your dedication and your continuous dedication to your patients. We appreciate you.
A wise person once said, happiness comes from what we are able to give. Joy is what we get in return. So because we know what you do all day, every day, Especially during these challenging times, we honor all the joy that is you.
We at CHCM Creative Healthcare Management, we love you, we appreciate you, and we're here for you whenever you're ready.